Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video and back with a new unboxing video. But today, first of all, I am the master of stupid, kind of, because as most of us, I've been shaving my face for the most part of my adult life and from puberty onwards, and which has been 20 plus years, but I still managed to cut myself in the most stupid ways, and I did this today. Now, when I was in the shower, where I usually do my shaving routine every few days and stuff, and yeah, I managed to cut my lip right across my lip. So if you see a stain on my lip right now, this is not food from my last meal or whatever, not some dirt thing, but actual blood, because I did this, and well, yeah, I cut myself in the most stupid way right across my lip, and it felt pretty dumb, and I feel pretty dumb still, but I have had to run around the whole day with this. And yeah, this was not the only stupid thing I done today, because later when I came home an hour ago or something, I was changing my bog rolls and stuff, and I managed to throw a whole toilet roll right into the bowl for no reason. Well, the bowl was fresh water and stuff, but still, it was another stupid thing I've done today. So let's see how this video goes actually. But I'm confident, kind of, because I got this little envelope, which is way too big for what is in there, because from the light coming there and from the transparency or translucency of the paper, I can see that there is a CD in there. But before that, well, I spent the whole day at the record store actually, working and stuff, and I was late because one of the tube lines wasn't running, and I forgot about this, so I had to take another route by a tube, and had to walk a little bit to the store. And I was just in 10 minutes late at, I don't know, 10:10 p.m. actually, instead of no, 1:10 p.m. Actually, instead of being there at 1 p.m. I hadn't even checked the money and the change and stuff. There was the first customer in, and we had people coming in and out all day, which is actually good after the crisis, but I had no time to breathe for a minute and be well, a little calm and coming down and stuff. So it was action all day long. But as I tweeted on Twitter, actually, it was one of these days where I thought, well, label business is long-term business, because I sold a few records of my labels, both the Crystal Apes remixes and the Free Breaks Forward thing I did with Donna Maya, which came out in April, late April this year. And it was okay, as long as my backstock or the label stock generates occasional sales all the time, continuously, this is good, instead of having one peak sale, okay, which you have if you work with a distributor in the first month, 1 or 2 months actually, and then having no sales at all, I see happening with many labels these days that only sell for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, especially in the electronic scene, techno scene, and then the sales fade out totally and nothing happens. But for my labels, especially of course when I work in a record store and can talk with the customers and stuff, I see that people from all over the place, one guy from Poland, the Crystal Apes remixes, and one guy from Spain came in, and one guy from Berlin or whatever. So customers from all over the place, even when I just play the records I produced, I see them nodding their heads and stuff, and then it's hey, you nodded your head, do you want to get this and stuff, and they take a second listen, and then after they bought, well, sometimes I reveal that it's actually my record, but sometimes I just don't and keep them surprised. But I see this happening a lot when I work in a store, so this is a good sign that I actually do release quality stuff on my labels and not bullshit. But well, I'm convinced of those tracks, so they must be good. Anyway, so this envelope coming in from the Verstärker media agency, which have sorted me out quite a lot. You've heard the name a lot and stuff, and actually I expected an envelope, because they sent out a newsletter and stuff, and there was an album announced for, I don't know, release on 18th of September, so actually yesterday, by a female artist called Eivør. I hope the pronunciation is right, coming from the Faroe Islands, living in Copenhagen as far as I know right now, second album, and as the promo text in the newsletter told me, she was also responsible for music in Game of Thrones and some other BBC, Netflix productions and stuff, and this is usually a red flag for me because well, this sounds pop, but I listened to the video, let it come actually, and featured this on my website MIXTAPE. Link as always in the description box down there, as all my social media links. And I really liked this track, so I was like, okay, let me review this album. Wrote a mail back to the media agency, and they sent out this mail from their like remote working places actually, because as of Corona, still a lot of agencies work from home, work remotely, and just don't meet each other like in person. So let's dive into this second album. And Scandinavian artists, always interesting. For this specific track, this was very powerful, electronic-driven, dramatic pop music in a way. Not really synth pop, but you definitely had this electronic, large-scale feel, and this was what intrigued me about this, because well, pop music can be great, especially if it's electronic, but I like this large-scale drama thing that especially this track Let It Come had. So and this captured my attention actually. And oh, this is beautiful, and coming in with like a cliche here, but she's truly Scandinavian. So I hope the glare doesn't disturb this. Beautiful cover as well. Eivør. The album's name is Gegen. I will get this thing out, released on Absolute, which is a subdivision of Universal Sony. And her full name is Eivør Palsdottir, which is actually the daughter of Pal, kind of, if you translate this, because like all the, I don't know, Icelandic language has this as well, and I guess the Faroe as well. So when a daughter is born to a mother, she always gets the first name of the mother plus this Dotter, which doesn't mean daughter or Tochter in German, as an addition to the name. So let's get this beautiful booklet out so you can see this like better. There is, oh, this sucks. As much as I love those clear trays, sometimes they are like a hassle when the booklet is big. So yeah, from the looks, she has like a little bit of a Debbie Harry kind of blondie-ish thing, but the color scheme as well is beautiful and perfectly matches this like portrait, side portrait thing. Beautiful, minimalistic. The album is called Segel, which obviously is the same as the German Segel, which is the same as sail in terms of the sail of a big ass ship and stuff. So it seems like the Faroe language is actually a very maybe old Germanic thing from the whole, like all the Germanic languages have like that single root language, and the German Segel and the Segel in whatever the whole language of the Faroe Islands is called is kind of the same. Here's another beautiful picture in the booklet, very sensitive and intimate kind of. Really like this. The whole thing has like, let's just have a look at the track list in a second, but here is the actual CD there, and there is a track list of 12 tracks on here, which are seemingly mixed in language, both in English and in Danish or Faroe-ish, whatever the language is. And one track, first track is called Manasegel, which definitely has to do with that sailing things. And Let It Come, the track I featured on my website, is the second one. Two features on there. One is Asgeir, which is as far as I know, an Icelandic guy, which is somehow familiar because I worked for this label Hafen Music in the past as well, in one of their offices, and I guess he did a release on their label as well, or a DJ mix or whatever. So Asgeir is a familiar name, which is featured on the track Only Love. And the other feature is Einar Selvik, a guy which I haven't heard of, and this track is called Styrdur Sagnur, which I actually have no idea if the pronunciation is right or if I just made this up, and what the meaning of that name is. So this might be Danish or original Faroe or whatever. So here we go with a new album by eivør. Looks beautiful. I'm pretty much looking forward to review this on my website baze.djunkiii within, I don't know, the next days, maybe the next weeks, because next week, not next weeks, but I'd like to do reviews like this close to the release date for a reason, and so I'm gonna do this. And now I'm gonna go into editing mode. We'll like prepare some records to restock at the record store on Tuesday, actually, when I drop by. So the Crystal Apes and the Alien Swamp release will be available at the record store again at Otaku Records in Hamburg from, I guess, Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening, depending when I leave the vinyl warehouse. And yeah, tomorrow might be the day for another unboxing video, because I got another envelope sitting here. And talking about envelopes, the envelopes I've posted on, I don't know if I posted them on Twitter or on Instagram, which came in here like destroyed and stuff. I filed a complaint about that and got an email back. So hopefully the next records and the next CDs will arrive here safely and without a destroyed packaging. But I will see how this goes. So maybe my postman, my mailman is pissed right now or destroys them even more. But seemingly sending like one email after another, like, hey guys, this is not correct, this is not how this works, worked somehow, and some people replied. So I got a reply email. We'll see how this goes. But now I'm going to go into editing, and I'm going to see you in the next one. See you later.